Hi everyone, my name's Kay Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm going to share with you one of the cards that's in the July 2014 class kit. It uses a stamp set called C Street and Maritime Designer Series paper. And so let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, this is in the class kit. So what the class is 4 cards and then a gift card that I sent you completed, and then it also includes the C Street stamp set, or you could substitute a stamp set of your choice if you already have this. If you'd like to find out more, just go to my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com to learn more about the class to go. So let's learn how to put this card together. The first thing that we're going to need is, of course, some paper. Whoops, I'm moving a big shot out of the way. I've got my 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I've scored it at 4 1/4, and now we're just going to go ahead, fold this in half, and I'm going to use my bone folder to make a nice crisp fold back here. All right, ready to roll. You will also need a 3 1/4 inch by 4 inch panel of Designer Series paper, also from the same pack. I've used the rope design, and we are going to be putting that on the front of our card. But before we do that, I want to share with you a little tip. When I'm putting a skinny strip onto a card like this is a skinny strip. It's 1/4 inch, and then I don't know, maybe 5 1/4 inches long or something like that. But what I'm going to do is actually put this on before I mount this to the card, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So let me add some glue here. Then I add my skinny strip of paper. I'm just going to set that right up, even with the edge. And then this overlap here, I can just go in with my scissors and trim that even. And so this way you're guaranteed that your edge will be clean from one end to the other. So now we can go ahead and secure this to the front of our card. And again, I'm just using a little bit of, oops, multi-purpose liquid glue. We're going to set this on. And we'll just clean up this after a bit here. If you do get glue marks on your cardstock, as I have, don't wipe it while it's wet. Wait until it's dry and then go in with a adhesive remover and it will just roll right off. All right, now the inside panel of the card. It's Whisper White. It's cut at 4 5 1/4 inches. And then on the other side, I have a 1/2 inch by 4 inch strip of Designer Series paper. And we're just going to glue this right into the front of the card, or right into the panel of the inside panel of the card. Goodness, having all kinds of trouble talking today. Here we go. So we're just going to set this right here, and it's kind of fun to stamp a little something on the inside too, if you'd like to. So I've just taken some starfishes, I think they're called. I don't know. I live in Minnesota, so we have limited access to starfish. But I do like looking at them. I think they're pretty. So I've put this down right there in the left corner. And now the front of our card is pretty much complete. So let's set this aside for a minute. Now we're going to work on this little banner. You can see there's a little flippy banner on the front of the card. It looks so cute. This is the Party Pennants die that Stampin' Up! Just introduced in this catalog, and I have my strip of Designer Series paper, and as you can see I'm using this middle octopus because these two wouldn't work very well for what we have in mind. So I am just going to flip this over and kind of guess my best. I'm just going to make sure that the octopus is going to for sure be on the bottom panel, and he is. So I can just go ahead now and trim this even. Maybe I'll go in it like this. Now I just need to cut that off there. So we know now where the bottom of the pennant is going to be. And then we can just go ahead and trim this off. And now we just need to run it through our Big Shot machine. So here's the Big Shot machine. I have my no-cut plate on the bottom. I have my party pennants. I have my paper that I want to cut into a party pennant. And then I have my cut plate over the top, and now we just roll it through and say a little prayer that it all comes out the way it's supposed to. And if it doesn't, oh, it's only paper. No big deal. Okay, so let me set the Big Shot down, and let's see what we got here. And we have a very cute octopus pennant for our card. So let's go on to the next step, which is to put a little skinny top onto this pennant. I think if you just, I'll show you why. If you put this onto your card just like this, I mean, it looks okay, but there's just no pop to it. And also the blue on blue just kind of blends a lot up there. So if you add this little pop of color, it just sort of makes it look more like a pennant. I really like it. I really like it like that. So we want it to look like the way I guess I want it to look. Since I'm the one making the card, you can do it a little differently if you want to make the card different. Okay, so I'm just putting the tiniest little strip of glue at the top, and I'm doing this the same way I did that other panel that I was telling you about. I'm putting a little 1/8 inch strip of real red paper along the top of this pennant, and then I'm going to take my scissors and trim it even. And now we just need to add some dimensionals to the back. And again, I want to keep it nice and loose and flowing. So I'm going to add 3 dimensionals, but just at the top. And 1 more, like this. And then we can add it to our card. And I'm going to try to keep it so that there's about the same distance from this side to this side. And we'll just set that in there. Looks lovely. Now we can take our anchor from the stamp set, and we'll just stamp an anchor down here in the left corner. Beautiful. And now we just need to add some rhinestones, and we will be complete. So we will add a rhinestone here to this side, and I'm using my paper piercing tool to pick it up. And then I'm going to add a rhinestone here, and then rather than going this way across, I'm going to put my next rhinestone over here, because then it's easier to figure out your spacing once you have the 2 ends done. So always, if you have something like that, now if I was just doing 3, it'd be really easy because I just add it here. But because I'm doing 4, I'm going to scoot it over a little bit and then add 1 more right there. Maybe scoot that one. There we go. Okay, so we have our completed card. Here's what it looks like. And where's the original? Let me find it. Under paper, under a die, and here it is. So there's the 2 cards, and hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Have a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. If you ever need Stampin' Up! Products, please go to my blog where there's a link where you can order Stampin' Up! Products from me. For every order that is placed, I do send you a stamped card as a thank you. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.